Right, so just walking from inside the house to outside. It is such a beautiful day, and the sun is shining, and we're going to talk about the dissolution of the inorganic matrix and the rise of the organic matrix. So it's good to do that while I'm sitting on the earth. And now I'm sitting on the earth. So we are in an amazing time. The inorganic matrix is literally being transmuted right now. And I define and feel this inorganic matrix to be the negative artificial intelligence timelines of future Armageddon Earth. And it's kind of complicated to understand, but the basic thing to get is that all of these really horrible timelines have occurred. And in this now moment, we're transforming those and transmuting those so that the earth can move into her fully organic, heroic probability, right? That's the timeline that the earth is recovering right now, is her beautiful organic timeline. Just the way it sounds, a deep connection to life, a deep connection to all that supports life, and a synergy between all living things in this great web of life, right? This is what it means to live in an organic matrix. And I was actually shown the return of the organic matrix in an interesting way. I had a dream of a radio that was playing, and this radio was playing. I was trying to sleep at night, and all of a sudden I start hearing this talking, just like someone reporting the news. And I was like, it's the middle of the night. Why in the world is there a radio on, right? So I get up and I turn it off. I turn the off switch. It keeps playing. So then I unplug it. It keeps playing. So at this point, I go outside of my house. I lift this radio above my head and I hurl it into the earth. I literally throw it into the earth. And there's this sacred pause, this total emptiness, but this complete fertility and receptivity. And it looks like nothing, but it's fully pregnant with everything because this soil is just so receptive. And it seems like it's 4 or 5 seconds in the dream. And then this mountain of green leaves and sprouts and living beauty starts rising out of this empty, fertile earth. This mountain of green beauty. And I believe this is the birth of the new earth. And this is right where we are. We're at this sacred pause between the end of the inorganic. The radio this weekend, the radio was hurled into the earth. And these negative timelines from Earth's destiny, but also from Orion. There have been lifetimes on Orion where I'm told it was 5 times darker than anything that ever happened on the earth. So in order to assist with our galactic neighbors, right, in our galaxy, we took some of that karma into the earth body to transform. And we as humanity are transforming that for Orion, because Nobody can be left behind. We all have to assist when these really dense karmas happen. So we have really turned the corner in transmuting and ending this AI infiltration of the global brain of Earth. And I would say that happened this weekend. And I've been on this journey for 37 years. But what I experienced yesterday, the day before, and the day before was a completion of the negative AI timelines. So as we breathe in and celebrate, what will life be like as the organic truly begins to rise on this earth and in our bodies? The choices that we will have available to us to live in synergy with one another. It's staggering, the beauty that awaits us, the beauty of cooperation with one another, the beauty of living in this light with our original Gaia matrix. So this is where we are. And what this means for disclosure in government and the changing over of everything that does not support life, right? Everything that does not support life will have to be, will have to exit. And all that does support life will begin to rise in its place. I'm not sure what this is going to look like. This is going to be a huge changing of the guard of government, of finances, entire overlays of culture. So I would love to check in, and if anyone wants to comment on this video of how this great shift is affecting their lives. Of course, everything we've gone through with COVID-19 and all the mental body dissonance around who's right and who's wrong and who's superior, and mask and no mask and vaccine and anti-vaccine, and all of it laced with judgment and separation just has to dissolve into this ultimate unity and compassion for all beings. Has been a great mental body enema, especially in the developed countries like the United States, England, where the intellect is so powerful. And in the end, it's only through the gateway of the heart that we rise into the organic matrix. For the organic matrix, the organic fifth dimensional matrix, which is where we're going, is a unity consciousness, good of the whole, synergy of the symphony of win-win, magnification of joy throughout all outposts of consciousness. So ultimately, we must come into the oneness and know that everyone's been doing the best that they can in an incredibly chaotic time. So maybe we take a moment to just send that infinite compassion for our fellow humanity, and not just our humanity, but all sentient life on this earth that has gone through this incredible invasion of AI and separation consciousness, and that is rising now back into its destiny in the Gaia matrix as a fifth dimensional organic, synergistic, living, loving organism. Just looking up at the sun. I might be in shadow here outside, but it feels so good to have my bottom planted right into the earth as I make this live. And so it is such a time to sit upon the Great Mother. Feel her living energy coursing through your feet, your hands, placing your bare feet and your bare hands right on Gaia. Feeling that Gaia matrix that supports us. And if you're in a place where it's cold, if there's snow and ice, it's hard. But if it's just cold, you can put cotton or wool on the ground and put your feet on that, because the earth energy comes right through cotton and wool. So if you have a wool blanket, you can just go lay on the earth on your wool blanket and get a nice connection to her. And so the Mother's 12 tree grid, which is located in the United Kingdom, this is also called the body of the Albion. The Mother's 12 tree grid is being rebalanced right now. All 12th dimensional spheres of our Earth grid are being overlaid with a balanced frequency of mind and heart coherence, with sacred marriage of electro and magnetic. So as we are conceiving the new earth through this sacred marriage of the masculine and the feminine energies throughout all 12 of her spheres. We humans, we have also 12 spheres. We have a 12 tree grid, just like the earth has. So we can imagine all 12 dimensions of our spheres, of our tree of life, being filled with a balanced, sacred marriage of synergy between the masculine and the feminine, the electro and the magnetic current, uniting in 0 point energy, right? This unites us in 0 point when the masculine and the feminine are one. We get a spin in our Merkabah light body, right? The masculine turns clockwise, the feminine turns counterclockwise. And when they balance in a perfect spin of mind-heart coherence, we have an intersection with 0 point, which is source consciousness. So that's what's occurring for the earth. She's rebalancing. The AI timeline made a hyper masculine spin, which blocked the connection to source consciousness. And the feminine was buried, unable to be connected with the masculine, and the masculine was divorced from the feminine. So what we're doing now is this feminine is rising and the masculine is untangling. And together, when they meet in this center, is the conception of the new earth. This is where we are right now. The new earth is going through her conception. It's fascinating. It's beautiful. So beautiful. And so we, as all of us, as part of her global brain, are going to feel this desire to return to the feminine. And the feminine part of us is going to feel this rising to find its voice, to find its identity. And the masculine is going to feel this pull to unwind all contamination of addiction, control, greed. All of it is the spiral twisting away from source. So the masculine's going through a huge ego death of letting go of all these things that were its identity, right? In order to meet the feminine who's rising in the 0 point field. And this is where we are. What an amazing time. And it's a huge time for clearing. There can be a lot of fatigue in the body. I know my body is feeling a lot of fatigue. I can barely walk. Because so much of the configuration of my life force has been around this addiction, control, achievement, doing. And now it's returning to being. And there can just feel this incredible fatigue. Like new connections have to be made in the DNA. When we go from a mechanism that has been sourcing its energy from the external to a mechanism that is generating its energy from its source internally, this is a complete overhaul of our DNA. So there can be incredible fatigue because all these connections in the DNA that were connected to external source are now ripped out, and the DNA has to come back into the self-sourcing position. And that's a huge transmutation of the entire DNA, the entire metabolic energy delivery system of the body is undergoing this massive overhaul. And if you're one of the path cutters that's here to be literally to be an initiator of that changeover occurs in your body, you're going to be exhausted because you're path cutting that for the entire collective of humanity. So don't worry if you're really tired right now. I think it's just what we're going through. Pausing to take in the sun. The sun is our organic computer in the sky, the master computer that codes us with our return to source consciousness is the sun. Oh, here in Portland, Oregon, it's been a while since we've had nice sunshine, and we're having it right now. So every moment is golden when that sun is shining. So wherever you are, communicate with the sun. She is the grandmother of all these codes that are calling us into our full blossom. Just like a seed blossoms under the water and the sunlight. Our living light seed code within us blossoms in direct response to our sun. Golden sun, shine into my body. Golden sun, shine into my mind. Golden sun, fill me with your sweet love again and again. 'Cause the rain comes often and the clouds do too, and I just want to be with you. Golden sun, shine into my body. Golden sun, shine into my mind. Golden sun, fill me with your sweet light again and again. So just drinking, that can be the sun receptivity song. And then we just drink of our beautiful Solaris. For me, I'm also feeling this desire to stop eating meat, which is a big thing for me. My ancestry, my father, the whole lineage has had this need for meat very strongly. So it's interesting to face this and begin to become a pesca fish, still eating fish, but really being told to not eat anything that has incurred great fear and violence into its flesh, to eat in a benevolent energy stream. And sometimes when we're transmuting huge amounts of DNA, its DNA is going through massive transmutation, we have to have a little meat, but that's only a very little bit, and it's not very often. So, yeah. And ground turkey and chicken will do. We don't have to have beef or pork or any of the really heavy meats. We can just have a little piece of chicken or a little piece of turkey. All right. Looks like there's one person here with me, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, I think so. So, hello to you. And yeah, I'm going to sign off now, but much, much love. And, if you need help with clearing, with transmutation, I am a spiritual midwife. I'm here to meet you wherever you are and help you into the next level of your growth. So, sarahhopeadams.com, you can book a healing session with me, or you can just PM me on Facebook, or even comment on this video here. And my music is all at sarahadams1.bandcamp.com. And Spotify, I have one of my CDs there, Children of the Earth. So Patreon is patreon.com/sarahhopeadams. And music and healing for an awakening planet. Much love. We are in Gene Key 63, which is all about truth. So we're really, really coming into this sun energy of truth. What is truth? Moving beyond the shadow of doubt into the inquiry and then the embodiment of truth itself. So it's a beautiful gene key. All right, loves. And its programming partner is illumination. So moving from confusion to imagination to illumination. And what a beautiful key as the sun is illuminating my being right now. I send this illumination to you. If you're watching this at night, I send you all of this beautiful sun energy. Or if you're in a place where it's raining today or cloudy, just sending this beautiful illumination from Grandmother Sun. And the birds are reminding me of their bird song. I love you, bird tribes. Incredible healing in the bird song. They have codes as well. Okay, much love. Be in touch if you need, and have a beautiful day and a beautiful week. And I'm outside. I don't even know where the end button is. Where is the end button? Oh, gosh. Yeah, I didn't even look at the chat, but I would love it if people want to chat. My lives have only just started, so it's only maybe one or two people. So it's totally sacred, whoever was here with me this morning. And much love. Okay, bye-bye. And all love to anyone who watches this in the future. Okay, bye-bye. Okay, I see the end stream button. Your stream has stopped immediately. Would no longer be live. Okay, where the heck is the end button? Okay, I have to go inside to see how I end this live stream. Okay, ending the stream. I see it. There we go. And there